I hope you're all doing good on this Sunday. What is the date today? 21st. It's crazy to think we started just over a month ago. 5 weeks ago? I should have probably said the crazy thing about a month ago last week because I realized we took a week off. So it's been 5 weeks since we started. We're on episode 4 now. I will start bringing everyone up into it. So you can see the cast and everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
How are things going?
Hi. Super.
Apologies for the tech issues coming into that, by the way. My computer just decided to tank everything that I had open for some reason. Then my cam didn't work, and then my voice didn't work and everything. So thanks for sticking around.
It's just like a normal part of the Godforged.
It really is.
Yeah, right.
It's the bit that I have to get like at the beginning of it every time. I have to take some like anxious breathe. There's just like, okay, what's gonna go wrong? What's gonna go wrong? And it's always something. It's always one tech thing. But happy Father's Day, everyone. Sam, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
It's just a regular day, homies.
Just a regular. Did you get any presents?
I got a little card from my daughter,
That's cute.
which was, it was great, and a box of donuts from my wife. She knows me.
Nice.
That's all I need.
It's great.
That's
It's
all
an
I
extra
need.
day. It's an extra birthday.
Yeah.
That should just be like a every Sunday thing, just a box of donuts. That's awesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wouldn't. I don't want it really. It leads me down a sinful path. But
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm okay to say this is a big cheat day.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I think that's the danger of it, right? As soon as you start getting into the kind of just buy me food for birthdays or for special days.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's the danger time.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I used to have my mum used to buy me Valentine's chocolate every time on Valentine's, and I'm like, oh, this is so weird, so weird.
Your
and
mom was your
by the end of the day,
That's not weird.
why is that weird, OG?
Yeah, my dad always buys my sister's chocolate on Valentine's.
Yeah, my dad
That's
would
very
buy me
sweet.
like a rose and pick me up from school. It was so sweet.
Aww.
Ah.
But I'd
It's a
always
bit weird
finish
that
off
it's your
on
mum though
Look,
that's
dude,
hooking you
okay.
up, because
If
it's
me and my
probably
mum would have a little
it's probably
kiss.
like a daddy-daughter thing.
Yeah, my mom never did anything. I don't know.
Look, my dad did it too. Okay, they joined in.
Oh my god.
Look, anyway, happy Father's Day.
Look, anyway.
Because it is Father's Day, we're going to try and stick to a much shorter episode today, about two to 2.5 hours. The group's got plenty to do still, and so we won't delay too much. If you haven't seen any episodes leading up to it, we got them up on YouTube. If you do !YT, and also I've started making a Twitch highlights, so you can watch it on there as well. And you'll be able to see all of the latest episodes there. I'm also going to start, probably not for another few episodes, I'm going to start cutting down some recap things. So if someone comes in like episode 12, they can easily get into it after just, I don't know, half an hour of watching some recaps. So that should all come soon, but I'm going to wait a few episodes before we do that. I don't think we need it necessarily right now. Another thing for today, specifically for this month, we got our first sponsor from the wonderful people over at Dungeon Fog. If you do !Dungeon Fog in the chat, you'll be able to check out their website. It's basically a browser-based map-making tool. Super easy to use. I've been using it for the past week or so. Really fast to make maps. And also, it's a free entry fee. But if you sign up to the premium service, loads more assets can become available to you. On Godforged, I focus mostly on doing battle maps because they're easier to show, easy for the show itself. And I'm not too good when it comes to artistic style. Like, if you've ever seen me, I can't draw, I can't do anything. This makes it super intuitive, really quick to learn, really easy. And I think the map you'll see today, if we get to that point, is pretty okay. But if you're the kind of dungeon master that likes to build long-running dungeons where you go through various levels in all different kind of hidden rooms and tombs and whatnot, and caverns, then this tool is specifically built primarily for that, and it's a really good tool for that. I would use this in my off-stream campaigns for sure. If you go to the website and you want to sign up to it, if you want to check it out, again, it's free entry. Go and give it a go. You can use the code Godforged for 10% off annual subscriptions. So check that out over the course of the month. They've been kind enough to sponsor us for the next month. So thank you again to the guys at Dungeon Fog, and be sure to check them out. So, for you guys, we're only playing for a couple hours or so. So if there's anything you guys want to shout out, we could do it now, or you could wait to the end. It's up to you guys. We probably won't have a break today because we'll power on through and just finish after a couple hours. Anything you guys want to announce or before we start?
Yeah, I wanted to say like a big massive thank you to everyone who came to the charity stream that we did after the session last week. We ended up raising $9,000 for Karburn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, that's
Yeah,
really nice.
I know that some of you guys
Awesome.
shouted out and stuff, so I just want to say a big thank you to all you guys and everyone who watched. And yeah,
That's awesome.
you guys. Also.
That's really awesome. Well,
Yeah.
that was for the color of change, right?
Yeah.
That's- Awesome. Really, really awesome. Anyone else got anything? Or should we?
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
Let's play D&D.
Let's get into some
Do
D&D.
it.
Wait. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So, let me change up the music car and bring in so you guys can actually hear music over on Roll20. Okay. There we go. You guys should be able to hear some music now. So, coming in from our last week, to give you guys an overall recap of what's been going on so far. 3 of our party, Fear, Saphira, and Basil, and their once goblin prisoner, journeyed on the road heading south in search of a mutual enemy. They told the coming party of this enemy, a slaver known as Ramir. Running into Scold and Timothy along the road, the collective found their way to a large town of Karburn, where they aided in preventing a fire from consuming it. After getting paid, getting drinks, and getting some rest, they made a deal with the local baron to hunt down a group of goblins plaguing the river to the north. After killing 10 goblins and their leader, a spitting bugbear fittingly named Spit, they de-eared their foes and prepared to head back towards Karburn. Before journeying back, they parted their way with their goblin friend Silk and advised them to seek allies in the mountain with purpose to take leadership of the goblin clan in the area. While Silk heads into the mountain, the party begin to head south with a handful of rocks in their hand, 2 of which are somewhat magical. They're leaving the goblin camp after having slaughtered them all. You guys are walking through the woodlands. You're closing back in on Karburn by this time. It's a peaceful road at this point. Again, you're on this dirt track. It's not an official road per se. It's one that farmers or lumberjacks might use, or people that are just trying to get towards different points of the shore. It's not the traditional main road. But nonetheless, it's quite quiet and peaceful.
Sorry,
you
it's still the opposite side to where the it was in the opposite direction of the shipwreck, right?
Shipwreck?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I still had to walk past Karburn to even get to the shipwreck.
absolutely, yeah. So where you are currently is Karburn is adjacent to this mountain, this tall mountain with 2 smaller mountains next to it. This is imagine very much like the Lonely Mountain in The Hobbit. It's a tall, very, very powerful looking mountain with a bunch of forests around it, almost dressing it going down towards Karburn, the town. Alongside Karburn is this large river, which goes all the way south towards the coast and spirals up going north. You guys headed north up to deal with the goblin camp. You'd also, along your way, you found out about a bounty. Something attacking a fisherman. Possibly a bandit, possibly something else. Further south past Karburn. That was several hours south of that. So,
Okay.
you guys would have been closing in on Karburn again. The familiar sounds of distant lumberjacks and soaring as they are trying to repair the damaged parts of their town. So, a lot of the noise coming from the general forest areas. They try and get as much lumber as they can to help repair any of the damaged parts of the western side of Karburn. It comes into sight in the distance. You see the farmlands outside of it. Along the road, you guys have parted ways with Silk, and you hit the main road again, which can, if you take a right where you currently are, would head you back towards the town of Karburn, or you can carry on south if you want to carry on with the bounty.
What time of
What
day
time
is
of-
it?
So, you would have slept through, I imagine, because you the previous night you'd went to bed only about 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and you woke up the next morning. So I imagine very much that you probably woke up I think the way we described it last week was probably 6 or 7 in the morning. After washing off in the river, heading over, meeting the Baron and everything. I'd say about an hour and a half past, 2 hours tops. Goblin camp was a couple hours away. It's a couple hours back and dealing with it. I would say probably 2 p.m.
Okay. And the shipwreck we thought was like 6 hours south?
About 6 hours if you go a walking pace. If you were to jog, probably much quicker. Depends on your pace.
So we'd get there at
jogging.
nightfall and it'd be spooky. Like Timothy.
Would there be like any obviously like people, the fishermen travel down here? Would there be any fishermen heading down that way?
You'd probably likely see a few. There's definitely ships or boats specifically around this section. Small little harbour piers on this side of the river, closer to Karburn.
Would it
seems
not
to
be
a popular
easier
one.
for us? Would we be able to maybe procure a boat?
Ooh, smart.
You can ask around.
Perhaps we should find a boat of sorts.
To go to the shipwreck?
Be a lot
Yeah.
faster than walking.
We're not really going to the shipwreck, right? We have so much other things, like
Well,
at least 6 other things we could do.
There is
Oh,
nothing
you know,
else.
we should do it, get it out of the way,
The Crothet Queen eggs, that's important.
Maybe
well,
we can look
I mean,
for
that
it.
is actually.
But we don't
but-
really know where they are right now, so maybe we should go to the shipwreck. We know where it is, no?
We know that. Are you? Is there
You guys
something
know I
about it?
can't swim, right?
Oh, that's
We're not gonna let
the
you-
boat is going to swim for you.
Ghosts sink boats.
I don't think ghosts sink
Uh,
boats. I think they just haunt you, right? I don't know that. Is there a
Oh,
type of
yeah,
ghost
are
that
you?
specifically sinks boats?
You must face your fears, Master Dwarf.
Look, you are a very strong dwarf. You don't need to be afraid. The ghost is afraid of you.
Yeah, you could fight a ghost, I reckon.
I think the rest of us can swim. So if you fall in, like we can get you out. You're not gonna.
Can you swim,
you-
Skull?
I will catch you. Saphira can swim.
Of course I can swim. Only babies can't swim.
I mean, I don't go around water much. It's not my fault.
You know what? This might be a great opportunity to start learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if the boat goes down, somebody just catch me, okay?
All of us will simultaneously.
We will make sure
Okay.
we'll
Please.
each take a limb.
It'll be fine, Timothy. It is going to be fine.
Okay, so should we ask around, see if anybody wants to take us along?
Is there anybody around the area, Joe?
Yeah, you'd notice that where you are right now is on the northern bridge, or beside the northern bridge where the main road is. The northern bridge is quite wide, and the actual river itself is over 100 foot wide. It's quite a large river.
Big old river.
Yeah, exactly. It's large and it heads down, getting bigger as it goes down. So you'd have a lot of fishing boats, small fishing boats that frequent the area. There's a pier between the two bridges up ahead. It's only a small one, not too big of a pier, but it's busy. You can see people coming in and out, delivering baskets of fish and trading various goods. It's not necessarily the kind of river you'd find many traders going down. Occasionally, perhaps, but it's mostly a fishing pier and frequented by them. So you'd probably see that. You'd probably see some various small fishing boats and a bunch of people down by that pier.
Or I would just point at the pier when it comes into vision.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we can see. Start walking over.
Okay. So heading over towards the pier, you'd see there's different people carrying baskets of fish on their shoulder. Good haul today, eh? Yeah, what's not bad, not bad. They passing each other. You see various people bringing in ropes and tying up their little boats towards the pier itself. Various people who are just day-to-day business walk past each other, interact with each other. You come into a group of various fishermen just walking past you as one's tying up their small boat. He is wearing the strong smell of fish hits you. It's this kind of river trout, and you can smell it all across the dock here. You'd see as this guy is wearing very loose-fitting clothing, linen, with a hat pulled back, tied at the back, and kind of like a bandana. A little bit of a graying, but light beard on his face. A little withered, probably middle age, as he's towing away his boat. Beside him, baskets were empty at this point as they've delivered them in, and any crates that are around are empty. He is leaning over, doesn't notice you all approaching.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
That's a cool boat.
Thank you. It's mine.
Hi, Charisma.
Carries on.
That's a high charisma character, by
High
the way.
charisma, but awkward as fuck. Okay.
Would you
Fine.
would you be willing to maybe give us a ride?
I'm across
Wait.
the river. You can take the bridge. It's not a long
Oh
walk.
no. Yeah, no, we saw the bridge. Actually, we wanted to go down river. It is down river, right? We just wanted to get down river a little bit, and we thought maybe we
Like
could
6
hire
hours
a
south.
boat.
We'll pay you.
We'd pay, of course.
It's just why would you want?
There's a report of maybe some sort of, bandit activity.
How much to sail us downriver?
6 hours out of my day, but
I mean, it's 6 hours on foot. It's not gonna be 6 hours by boat.
wait, where are you trying to get to?
It's a shipwreck with a lighthouse near it.
Nope, I'm not interested. He carries on, towing up his boat.
Oh,
You
wait,
heard
wait.
him, guys. We better
Is
book it
there?
go somewhere else.
Hold on, Timothy.
Can we ask why? Is that?
I don't
Should we not
entertain
go there?
tourists.
You seemed like you were humoring the idea before we mentioned where we wanted to go. Are you scared to sail?
Scared
the shipwreck?
sail. Not heard the stories. We don't go past
Not
that
really.
shipwreck. Besides, it's
Why
dangerous.
is-
Dangerous
Take
to row
us
past it.
close to the shipwreck, but not right to it, you know? Just take
We
us as far as you can go.
Take it part of the way. We could.
I can drop you off at the shore, fairly close, before the river becomes too wide to watch.
Sounds like a...
That would be.
How
Really
close
help-
is that on foot?
To the pier itself,
Yeah.
10-minute walk.
Oh,
That's perfect.
Let's make this one happen then, yes?
How much?
Looks across you. Starts taking a longer time as he eyes up each of you. Roll an insight check, everyone.
I'm not interested, so I'm not even gonna roll.
That's fair.
Valid.
nope, don't care.
Let's see here.
17.
Okay.
9.
Of course, Miss Moneybags notices something.
14.
There's some
And
money
min-max
bags.
myself to make these things happen.
So good.
Saphira and Fear, you would, especially Fear, you would notice his eyes are gazing across to your belts, possibly looking for any money purses, looking across your weapons and whatnot. 6 hours.
Damn.
I mean, a
Crack
few
our
hours of my
knuckles.
day.
Subtly.
Can I
Okay.
shift to just sort of,
Just
I want to just kind of
Let you
move the
know.
goblin ears that I have, like, just kind of nonchalantly move them into view, like, just shifting my weight.
Okay, so
We're Are we trying to be intimidating? Is
Saphira,
that was
Saphira, could you roll?
Saphira
That is definitely intimidation.
Yeah.
We're showing him a bunch of ears that you've just torn off, along with cracking your knuckles. That is intimidation. Please, Saphira, could you roll an intimidation with strength?
Do you want me to just roll strength?
You have proficiency, so you also have proficiency
Strength
in athletics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Just roll your athletics; it'll be the same number.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was only a 9. Oh no.
You trip. You crack your knuckle, you smack yourself in the face.
You break your finger by mistake.
Oh my god.
He
Oops.
waits a moment before. What are you doing there?
I just, have something on my wrist.
No, I meant, what are you going to be doing at the shipwreck?
Oh.
We don't really know the story of the shipwreck. We just sort of heard that there's something going on, maybe bandits we heard, so we're gonna go check it out and take care of whatever's there.
A picnic. And Basil's like still holding the fucking picnic basket from last
I am
episode.
actually really hungry.
There you go.
Oh my god.
So
I just saw Clark walk into the room. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my dinner. What are you doing?
So cute, dude.
You want to play with the mouse? Okay.
So cute.
Hi, Dodger.
Hi.
Hi.
You waving? Say hi.
Say hi.
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 It's bedtime, so
Oh.
So cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sam,
Skull pulls
you have...
out a tiny human child with giant eyes who looks at the fisherman.
Sam, you get inspiration today.
Yeah. Father's Day buff.
Father's Day buff. Suddenly, Skull
Oh my
feels
God.
stronger today. That's so cute, dude. So he looks across at you, Basil.
Yeah, my sword.
Cute.
Hi, Clark.
Hi.
Hi, Clark. Hi.
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 Yay.
Oh.
Are you happy, Clark?
Oh.
You're a professional already.
Clark, what do you want Daddy to do? How much gold should the trip cost? Okay, yeah.
Say, give Daddy 100 gold.
Go.
100 gold?
Now you have to.
Roll persuasion check with
Right.
advantage.
Say goodnight.
So
Hi.
cute.
Night, night. Hi,
Night,
Clark.
night.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
She's like, I'm not leaving.
So cute. Yeah.
just
Oh.
Oh my gosh. She's got
So
so
cute.
big.
Toddle off.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
cry right now.
It's so
I
cute,
know, me
dude.
too. Oh my god.
Oh,
Hmm.
sorry.
No, not at
No,
all.
Please
not at all.
don't apologize.
Absolutely
Not at all.
okay.
Yeah.
I see your persuasion techniques, dude. He looks across. I wouldn't recommend it, but just as long as you stay away from the shipwreck and the old pier, all should be good. Look, it's slow going. He looks across the Skull and then Saphira. There's some big people in your group here. It's a little bit of a row, it's a little bit of a time, but let's say 20 gold pieces.
I'm just
gonna put my
shift
hand on
eyes and look
Timothy's
at
shoulder.
Fia.
Okay.
15 and I will row.
Oh,
Ooh.
15 in your row. But only to where I say.
of course.
Of course.
Absolutely.
All right. You can charter my boat. Hop in. He starts
Okay.
All right.
pulling the rope away now, untying it from this side of the pier. The boat itself, it's not a big one. It's big enough to probably fit the entire party in. A little bit of a squeeze, and it's a little bit, when you're getting in, it's a little bit nerve-wracking with the consideration of that. You're quite weighty as a group.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems stable. It holds nonetheless. He makes sure to remove anything that might add extra weight to it and puts it on the side of the pier before hopping in himself. He puts the oars back through and tightens them so that you can get a good grip on them, and he looks to Scold. The oars are yours.
I'll start rowing.
Okay. Could I please
Right.
get a strength athletics check, please?
Hell yeah. 16.
With advantage because you have powerful build.
Oh. 23.
Ooh.
23. I don't know if Scold's ever rowed anything before, but he's a natural. You, despite the weight on the boat, you instantly know you're going to be making good time. You don't seem to... Actually, you can also get a constitution check as well, please.
Yeah.
I'll say with advantage based on your strength check as well. Just to see how long you...
22 natural crit.
Woof.
Don't even seem to tire from it. This is easy to you. You feel like you're built for this, and the boat itself goes at a pretty good pace. The same kind of pace that the fisherman would usually get if he was alone fishing. And you'll notice as you go downriver, because you're heading south, that at this point there's a lot of fishermen who are net fishing around the shores along this part of the river, and you'd come across a bunch of them. But the further south you go, after half an hour or so, you start to see less and less fishermen. You carry on for a little while longer, making good time. Probably about an hour or so later, you'd come across another boat going past you. And you'd start to realize that the river is starting to get wider and wider as it heads south. It's nearing the size and kind of the width of a lake at this point, but it's still this broad river heading south. When I say lake, I mean more like a large pond-like lake as opposed to your American lakes, because I've seen the size of those. Not quite that big. But you rarely come across as many fishermen or ships at that point. And 2 hours pass, and the fisherman the whole time is just kept kind of to himself, kept a little quiet. Might occasionally point out where the good fishing spots are and whatnot. And within 2 hours, he's already saying to you, he turns around to you, Skull. You can start slowing down now. It's just take us over the right here. Take it in a little slow. This part of the river gets a little rocky. We'll go no further. Your pier is just over there. And he points into distance. You can kind of see the area down here is definitely less. It's less trod on. It's far more wild. It's less tended to. The ground is rockier. It's a little mossier around all of the different rocks and whatnot. And it's foggier down this section. You'll notice in the distance, just past the distant fog, you'll see this small but unlit, broken down lighthouse. Bricked lighthouse that would go around. When I say small, it's not your traditional coastal one. It's half the size of that. He orders you to pull the boat into the side, and when you start to get to the shadow of it, he hops out and he wraps it around a tree nearby to make sure it doesn't drift off down the river. It's quite calm waters at this point as well. He looks across you. Okay. Leans his hand out to Fia, first of all, to help her across. You take it?
Yeah.
Yep. You'd get your feet a little wet because you're going to be a little bit away from the shore, but he helps try and lift you across there, and he does it again, holding his hand out to Saphira.
Takes her.
He helps you again across the water itself, and he looks across to the rest of you. Just don't linger too long. At night, this whole area gets a little bit. Well, if you haven't heard the stories.
Is there anything specific you can tell us? Like we heard it might be haunted, but that's really all we heard. That's kind of it.
It's said that ship was. I mean, it could have run aground. It's a rocky area. But it's said that it tempered the gods. Someone aboard was a blasphemer. And it stands as a prime example as why you don't blaspheme against the gods at sea. It's said that you can hear their crew in their dying moments when you get close enough, screaming. Their last moments of torment. Forever on their voice. When dusk falls, we don't fish here. But it's probably just a fisher's tale. But nonetheless, some people have likely preyed on people around these points, as it's quite a tourist attraction, at least from the distance. But people have gone missing. It's happened a few times in the past. Not so much recently. But I reckon it's audited. Ghosts, maybe. Maybe something worse.
How late in the day is it?
Because of your immense rowing, only about 4 p.m. It's still quite
Okay.
bright outside. It's a little overcast. So it is foggier, and it's definitely a bit gloomy out, but it's not necessarily dark.
Okay.
He climbs back onto his boat. I ain't waiting around if that's what you wanted, by the way. The 15 gold if you could.
I'll just give him 15 gold.
Takes
Thank
it.
you. We
Slips
really
Ryan's belt.
appreciate it. What was your name?
Iris.
Iris. We really do appreciate the ride and the help. Thank you very much.
Of course. I just be safe. Besides the woodlands over there, you know, to kind of behind the pier area and off towards the mountains, contains some nasty beasts, so just try not to cause any trouble. Or get yourselves into any, I should say. Right. Is everyone out of the boat now?
Slowly, yeah.
He unhooks the rope, leans across, unhooks it, and begins rowing himself back into the middle of the river before heading back north. You can see at this point he's quite a burly, middle-aged man as well, as he clearly does this quite often.
I'm gonna look at Timothy. There's a lot of folktales, right? Like people just make up stories that they take hold because they are scary, and that's what makes people remember them. Like there's probably nothing.
I mean, even the treasure's a folktale. Why are we doing this?
Well, we're gonna get a bounty if we, you know.
I hope so.
Well, yeah. So we'll go. We're gonna check it out.
Just a little
And
peep. Just a little look.
We'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
Do we wanna should we just get to it?
I'd say let's
Alright.
go.
Sophia just gives her like a nice little gentle tap on Timothy, like it's gonna be okay, buddy, kind of tap, and a smile, a rare smile. I might admit.
Aw.
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay.
Poor Timothy.
I'm gonna stay right next to him.
I know.
So, when you say get to it, where do you want to head towards? The pier or?
So the chest is, he said, like under a bush by the lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
Is
I
where
believe
they
that's-
buried it. Right.
I guess we could go towards the lighthouse and like investigate the area too for signs of like where his friend went.
Yeah.
What happened to his friend?
Yeah. When they're looking around, I have danger sense, so I get an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving us an
Ooh,
edge to dodge away from danger and
nice.
have a benefit on seeing sort of things like traps and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yep. Traps and what? How does it read specifically? Danger sense.
let me read it. So at second level, you get an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away. When you dodge away from danger, you have an advantage on dexterity saving throws against you that you can see, such as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah, you got good reactions to it. Okay. So heading south towards the pier, you notice out. Can everyone? What's everyone's natural perception
17.
13.
or passive even?
Let me scroll up.
Passive perception.
11.
Still 17.
12.
Okay.
Wait, how do you see that? I can't even see mine. Where is it?
It's on the
All your
left.
skills along the left.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. How's the year so? Oh, 14. Sorry. Took me a minute.
That's okay, yeah. I'd say most of you then, if not all of you, would see just come into the distance. Some of you make it out a little better than others, but as you're heading down towards the pier, the ground here is a little marshier as the water brushes up against the grass and against the rocks. You have various pebbles all across it. It's almost like a sand, grass, and pebbles and stones all mixed together. It's not a comfortable walk, but where this river's now headed, you can see is a much wider, far more lake-like area. It's still a river. You can still see it heading south. But right in the center, you'd see a lot of jutting rocks. And you'd notice pieces of a shipwreck against it. Not a very large ship, but definitely a smaller ship. Bigger than the boat for sure. Big enough to hold maybe a crew of 12 to 15. And it's old and withered from this distance. It just looks like it's almost like it was placed there. It's been there so long. It's embedded itself into all the rocks and whatnot. And the fog kind of shimmers it in the distance. But closer to you, you're coming closer towards the lighthouse and an abandoned pier. The wood from the pier doesn't go out too far, maybe 40 feet out, and then an extra, almost in the shape of a T. It's rotten, the wood. It's been there for some time. It's not really well maintained. Different weeds and seaweeds have grown around some of the pillars around it. Some of them are jutting through some holes in the bottom of the pier. The ground is much harsher around here as well. There's a broken boat up against the shore, but just a little rowboat up against the shore, cracked against some rocks. There's some large jutting rocks, probably about up to 4 foot high. Some of them only a couple of foot high, all across the shoreline. The lighthouse itself looks abandoned. It looks like it has overgrowth across it. Various parts of it, the doors bashed in, and it looks like no one's been in use of this area in a long while. Various broken crates, broken barrels, empty. You enter into the pier area. What would you like to do?
The shipwreck itself is more on shore than it is in water, yeah? Like it's somewhere I don't have to swim to.
Oh,
access.
no, sorry,
It's
no.
in the middle of the river.
It's just in the middle of the water.
Imagine like a rounded lake.
Okay.
But with 2 exits of the riverside. On the side you're at right now is a small jutting pier in the shape of a T and a lighthouse. In the center of the lakeish river are a bunch of taller, kind of jutting rocks all around it.
Okay, then my pace definitely slows down as we approach this because I was hoping it'd be like a shipwreck on shore.
No. So imagine it kind of like, I know you guys in the US don't have many of them. It's kind of like a roundabout almost. If the road itself with the river in the center was more of jutting rocks and a ship kind of placed amidst it.
So, I guess I would start making my way over to the lighthouse because apparently we're looking for the 3rd bush along near the stairs, according to my notes.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's check it out.
Roll an investigation check, please.
Oh no, guys! I put everything in talking. I don't. My investigation's not great. 12.
You'd probably look around, so you'd come closer to the lighthouse. As I said, there's some small cobbled stairs leading up to a broken-in door. And the tall brick lighthouse ahead of you. All across around it is loads of reeds and loads of grown-in roots of just various shrubs and whatnot. It's hard to make out which one's the third one, but you imagine it's probably along the side around the rounded base of the lighthouse. You're not too sure which one it is, and you probably spend most of your time just looking in the bushes whilst you're there.
I'm looking for footprints, signs of people here.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, please. Or survival.
Natural 20.
Okay. What's the total on that?
23.
Okay. You would notice that very hard to distinguish in the ground below you. You see going into the water, nearby where the small boat is, you'd see footprints that have come out and kind of come back in. The ones closest to you, further into the shore, are human feet. Normal footprints. When you follow them and trace them back towards the water, you'd notice that the toes had seemingly kind of spread out. Where there was once 5, it might have had 3. And it does not look human in the slightest. Almost like chicken feet in the way that the feet go back into the water. But the footprints end there. It doesn't seem like it came far into the shore.
Legendary lake chicken. Okay.
Look. See here?
I don't see anything.
Within pointing out, you probably would actually notice the slightest
I
bits.
see it.
Good save.
I see it. Yes.
Not human.
What is this? Looks like some kind of bird.
Ghosts?
No, the
Ghosts are-
ghost doesn't have a chicken foot.
How do you know?
No, I mean, I don't.
Maybe
really-
it's a ghost
I
of
assume
chicken.
that it doesn't have a chicken foot. I mean, chicken ghost, maybe, I don't know. Well, what is a chicken ghost doing here?
It started off as a human foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Closer to the water, it was more alien in nature, but further into the land, it was human.
Would anybody be able to gauge anything what this could possibly be?
Roll a nature check. Why not?
It looks like it was shifting forms.
Oof.
Ooh, 20!
Not me.
Well, it's not
Got a
really, it's a
9.
minus number, it's 19, but yeah.
Natural crit, though.
Natural
3 in a
crit.
row.
Yeah, you guys have done really well at the crits.
Yeah,
I know.
holy shit.
Yeah. Poggers.
Whatever this is. Boggers. Whatever this is.
That's what it is.
Poggers!
It's. You start to recognize the feet shape. Not so much chicken-like, but you see it's kind of lumpier. It resembles almost like a frog. Because you'd see the slightest touch of webbed feet. It's amphibious in nature. Scold is right. There seems to be some sort of shape changer. You're trying to think to yourself, what could it be? Nothing you might have heard of. But definitely humanoid. Definitely a shape changer. And likely remains in these waters. And you can discern that from the fact that you can see the various footprints have been there for some days. You wouldn't know necessarily what it was, just because I don't think you'd ever come across it or research anything like it.
What if this is not a chicken at all? What if this is like like a webbed foot, maybe some kind of water creature? And it doesn't look like it's left, Looks like
Like
it's maybe been around for some time.
Like a frog that
Yeah,
turned
maybe
into a
like-
person?
Like a human frog. I don't.
Huh?
So like a frog man, we're talking. Like a
Frogman? Yeah, maybe frogman.
Well, that's not a ghost, so
Maybe he'd be interested in joining us on our picnic, right? Always look on the bright side, right, Timothy?
did the
As
tracks
long
lead
as
like
it's not a ghost.
I have a plan.
A plan?
Okay. Can you tell us?
We must lure the monster out.
Oh, okay. Well, how do we
With-
know what it's going to like? You know.
Well, we have a picnic basket full of food.
I think
we're
it will
gonna
like.
eat that.
I think it will like you.
Me?
He points at Fear.
Me?
Yeah,
You just
You-
want me to be like a bait.
that's right. I think we hide. And
Is
lure
that
the beast out.
safe?
I'm fine with hiding.
Fia, how do you feel about this?
I don't know really how bait acts. We just like sit down and
Like you're weak and small. You're already kind of small.
Yeah,
so-
maybe like whimper a little
Yeah,
bit.
actually,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not that
Cry,
small.
maybe cry.
Just
yeah, quite
fish.
small.
Can I at least get a sandwich from the basket?
Of course. Who's gonna?
I would like
Offer.
one too, please.
Actually, wait, I'm gonna take a little bit of cheese as well. Okay, well, I'm just gonna look around for like a rock or like something I can use to like sit on
Okay. Yeah,
Sorta
there's a lot of giant rocks
near-ish.
across the shore.
the water. All right, I'm
You
gonna
could probably go and
find
sit
one and
next
just
to the
kind of.
ones near the broken boat.
All right, yeah, why not? I'm gonna kind of look around, just sort of went off a little bit, sit down, just kind of
So
stretch as
should we
I
go hide in the bushes?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for somewhere to hide nearby.
really slowly unwrap
Okay.
my
Let's find Nemo.
sandwich. I see them all start to walk away, and I'm just like,
Okay.
pretty
You-
tired. Just gonna leave my
Okay,
sandwich alone.
so
Mumbling to myself.
if around the shore, there's not many places to hide. You could probably go behind where the lighthouse area is. It's just a little bit out of where the pier is. So you're just off around the corner. Or there's
What
a
if we
bunch
hide
of bushes.
inside the lighthouse?
Ooh.
You could all do that.
Do we have
Yeah.
enough vision of Fia?
The doorway you probably could. If you were to go up in the lighthouse, the stairs seem to be broken in and everything, so you could probably climb quite high up and try, but if you peek your heads around the doorway, you'd be able to see her.
Let's do that.
Okay. Let's go to the lighthouse.
Okay. Can I get a stealth roll out of everyone but Fear? And Fear, could I get a performance check, please?
Do we
11.
do we
I
need
got
to
a
roll
one.
stealth if we're not inside the light? If we're like in the lighthouse but not peeking?
No, you'd
19.
be completely covered.
Okay, that's gonna be
Who's,
skull tap.
who's leaning in out of the lighthouse to look?
I would be.
Not me.
Sophia would be.
So I got an 11 on stealth.
Well, I got a 7.
Oh, fuck.
What do you roll for performance, Fear?
19.
Okay, 19. Okay.
Sophia was born for this.
You're sat there. What are you doing on what to bait it in?
Just kind of like trying to look sad, a little bit depressed as I like kind of eat my sandwich and like kind of kick the rowboat a little bit, like just scuff it a little, like.
Okay.
Gonna look around and see if I see any like little rocks. Maybe I'll just kind of pick one up and just chuck it in the water.
As you're sat there, the overcast weather starts to drip. You're getting spat on by rain. It's just tapping around the area. The cloud overhead, a deep grey, as the rain slowly pours in. Despite being only about 4:30 by this point, It's definitely gloomy, foggy. Not so much that you can't see, but it's getting darker. What's your passive perception again, Fia?
17.
Nothing happens for a good 15-20 minutes. So long so that you genuinely start to question if this is working. And then out of the water, near some broken planks that are floating, you see a person up out of the water. A head. Human. You! Help! They're swimming towards the shoreline. You see them take a moment. They're by the pier now. They grab hold of one of the seaweed-covered poles. If they're wearing any clothing, it's hard to make out. Bits of tattered cloth on them. They look worn out. Their face looks red. Please! Please help me! The hands reach up towards the pier. Please! Miss!
Okay. So, I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna yell, okay, hang on! And I'm gonna look around to see if there's rope or anything that I can use to throw out.
Roll a perception check.
Alright. No. Natural.
Oof.
Maybe it's the feeling of being alone, but your eyes just are betraying you. You're trying to look for it, but you can't help but just keep your eyes on the person, checking the water around him. You don't see any rope. Please, I'm so tired. Please, I'm so tired, please.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find something to get you out of the water. I'm looking for something to like throw you or to get you. I don't. And I'm gonna slowly get up and start walking. So I guess I'm like here-ish, and the pier is here-ish, and that person's out here-ish. Like. Yeah. Okay.
So where you are, if the T-shaped pier is going out, you're on the shoreline next to it. The lighthouse is behind you to the right. Also, Basil and Saphira, could you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yeah.
How far back or how far away am I from the lighthouse, I guess?
Natural 20.
11.
Natural 20 again?
Yeah.
Is that your third one today, or is it the...
No, that's my second. It's my second.
That's the
And then
fourth
Sam's
one
had
in
two.
our session today, though. Yeah, that's crazy.
We've had a lot, yeah. Crits.
40 feet? 40 feet from the base of the lighthouse?
Okay.
What did you want to do again, sorry?
So I'm gonna
By the way, sorry just to interrupt. Saphira, you're noticing everything right now. You're seeing the whole thing under wrap. You're watching. The person's eyes have never taken their eyes off of Fia.
Saphira is relaying what's happening quietly, like as a narration to everybody right now, explaining that there's somebody in the water and they're reaching out, and it looks like Fia's scrambling around trying to help. And yeah.
So how far out in the water are they? Like, I mean, I know they're grabbing the pier, but like, how far are they from like the shore where I am? Like, how many feet?
I'd say another 30, 40.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 feet probably.
And but I can see them. Like, I can see them okay, or
they're bobbing up and down as the waves of the river are kind of pushing them against the pole.
okay.
But it's still quite still out there, so it's not exactly, they're not getting bashed against it, so they're just bobbing slightly.
Okay, I'm going to cast dancing lights, and
Okay.
I'm gonna send my pretty little lights towards this person to hopefully illuminate the area so I can see a little bit better what's going on.
Roll a perception
And
check.
as I do that,
Yeah, okay,
pardon?
sorry. Roll a perception check if you want to do that.
Okay. So, and then as I do that, hold on, sorry, I cannot talk and find that. Jesus H5.
It's blinding. The fog doesn't allow for much illumination as well. It's kind of causing the light to just aspire elsewhere. You actually roll with advantage because you did use dancing lights. Roll it with advantage.
Let me just roll one more.
Yes, please.
No, what the hell? No.
Oh my god.
What'd you roll? Would you roll lower? Say again?
I got a 1. Well, 3.
Right.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
It's hard to
fuck.
make out. You're getting a lot of reflections off the water.
okay.
What was your second part?
And then I'm going to make my way toward the end of the pier, right? And I'm still looking for like a rope or something to throw this person that I am kind of skeptical of as bait.
So you're going down the pier.
No, I'm just right now. I'm at like the end of the pier, looking to
The
see
start
what
of
I
it.
see. Yeah, I haven't started down the pier yet. I'm like at, I don't know what the end of the pier would be, right?
You wouldn't find anything as you're searching around.
Okay.
Have you kept your eyes on the person?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm still just holding on.
Okay. Are you okay? What happened?
Something attacked me! Something attacked me! He's looking around. It might be coming back. It might be coming back.
Okay. Okay. Okay, calm down. What's your name? It's gonna be fine. I'm looking for something to help you. It's okay.
He dips under a moment. Comes on. Please. You
Okay, just hold
can
on.
make out
Hold
by
on
his
to
face
the.
that he's crying.
Okay. All right. Just hold on to the post.
He wraps his arms
Okay. Okay. Don't let go. Just it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Wait. Don't I have rope? My perception IRL is actually bad.
I think you probably do.
Me too. Look, guys, I don't want to use my own rope. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to finally remember that I actually have
What
rope.
you just did then, by the way, is the equivalent of when you lose your phone and then you lift your phone with the flashlight on to search for it.
I do have my glasses a lot. I'm like, where are my glasses? Oh. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna be like, doing whatever frantically, sort of, and then come across the rope and be like, oh shit, and be like, hang on, I got it. And I'm gonna start to take the rope out, and I'm gonna walk a little bit, just a couple feet as I keep my eye on this person, right, onto the pier.
Yep.
To see if they're gonna do anything. They're gonna make any, I don't know, sudden leaps out of the water at me. And I'm gonna start unraveling, unspooling, unwhatevering my rope, unroping my rope, so that I can try to throw it out with my -1 to strength.
Okay.
Is he doing anything?
Roll a athletics check if you're going to try and... Do you say you're going to throw the rope to him?
Yeah. I'm not well.
His eyes leave you for the moment and scan the area before coming back to you.
Does he land on anything in particular, do I notice? Or he just scans? Not that I can see.
Throw on the rope.
Alright. I have a -1. I don't know why I said I would do that.
God.
happening?
Holy
You throw
fuck.
it and
Jesus.
it's kind of like when you throw like a paper airplane and wind against you. You just go... and it kind of lands
just
back
like-
down. It goes... impressively, it goes more behind you than in front.
It's like our first session when I tried to throw the thing. Okay.
The man dips under.
Oh god. At the lighthouse, Basil would start to panic and start to be like, "We should go help the guy. He's drowning. What are we waiting for?" He
Well,
looks at everyone.
we already, kind of had the idea that this is like some kind of shapeshifter, right? What if this is this is
It's
it?
a trap.
It could be a trap. But if we rush there now, it might go back into the water and we'll never get it out.
Basil's gonna look to Scold to see what he thinks. If he is Fia safe? I mean,
I can't sneak closer. Maybe you can.
could try. Oh boy. I could try to sneak closer to make sure she has some backup readily.
What would you like to do?
Maybe a little bit against his better judgment, just because he's scared. He's scared both because he still kind of thinks this is like an actual person.
Oops.
I rolled a natural one.
Oh my god, there's so many of these. This is like the best and the worst
To be
today.
fair, I mean, maybe it doesn't matter now. I was gonna try to go to the bushes outside of the lighthouse as I like make my way out, but yeah.
You
Fucking
step
hell.
out of the lighthouse, kicking a bottle. Accidentally. Slams
Mhm.
against a rock. Ripples in the air, the sound. As you hop down to the bush. You pretty much make sure that to yourself that you know that you haven't been very sneaky.
Yeah.
Thea,
Alright.
you're still stood on the pier.
Yeah.
The water ahead of you begins to ripple. Suddenly,
Okay.
this head starts rising. At first, you see what appears to be hair. It's not hair, it's seaweed. And it's caught against some leathery flesh. His head rises up, these eyes, big dilated yellow pupils, staring up at you. You see more leathery skin, just shining and shimmering against the water. His mouth opens up 4 different ways, teeth all rippled down it like a comb. Before it leaps out of the water, landing on the pier next to you. You see where the seaweed, where you thought was just seaweed, are these almost just thin, tube-like tentacles. Its skin is purpley. Its eyes bright, staring at you. Its mouth open. Its body, as it goes down, is humanoid in shape. Tattered bits of clothing against it. Beneath that, you can see this just amphibian-like skin going all the way down. There's numerous tentacles going into the water, and you can see it's almost drinking from them. Its hands raised up. They are like claws with large talons. Its body lurches. It stands just over you, looming down. That's where we're going to roll initiative.
How
Let me
tall
move
is
you on
this
to the
thing?
Probably 6'2", probably. It's quite tall.
Okay.
It's quite thin, quite just grotesque as a monster. Let me just change up the music and everything. And then move you guys to the battle map. Along with
Okay, I'm ready.
the viewers. Okay.
That's, better than I thought. I thought I was just gonna get like sucked under the water. So this is a win so far.
Let me just move you guys across to this page. And we'll put everyone into their appropriate place. This is the map I made using Dungeon Fog, by the way, guys. So you get a little taste of it.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay. Make sure I can get enough of the map to begin
There's the
with.
rope on the pier.
That's it right there.
Wait, because I rolled a natural 1 and
I know. My God.
walked right past it.
Some bad luck.
Yeah, sort your
So-
life out, girl.
The bottom right of the map, the lighthouse is technically not on the map, but if you guys want to put
Okay.
yourself in the bottom slots there, and we'll say it's an extra
Yeah.
10 foot of movement to get onto the map itself.
I don't really know where.
You would be
I just dropped her down anywhere.
here, and the creature is going to be. Where's my? There it is.
Ooh.
Best
Okay.
friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Basil, you would probably be here if you'd sat
Okay.
closer.
Cool.
Okay. Let me get the initiative board out. And if everyone could roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, natural 20.
Very nice.
Plus all of
I've
Never seen a zero before.
One.
Oh,
Everything's going slow. Hold on.
I rolled a
we
natural
go.
one anyway, so don't worry there, Timothy.
Ha.
Okay. We can do this. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay. So, let me order everyone in. Has everyone rolled initiative?
I believe.
I think we're missing
Scold
Skull.
needs to. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's kept their health from last time as well, right? You didn't have a rest between the fight with the goblins.
Correct.
Okay. So, at the top first action as it bursts around, the creature looks straight towards you, Fia. And you see as all the tentacles all attach to the water. You just see them kind of, this, like something trapped in a pipe. They start drinking up water, throwing it up. And from its mouth, it opens wider. And then water bursts out
That's disgusting.
in a 5 foot wide. It's going to cast Tidal Wave at the top of the round. Can you please make a dexterity saving throw as a massive amount of water just pumps out of its mouth towards you?
Ooh, cool. I'm real excited about this. 18.
Ooh.
You succeed.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, okay, you got lucky. I rolled very badly. You only take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone.
Great.
The water crashes against you, but you manage to kind of turn your body at the same time. So a lot of it just shoots past you. The rest of you would see as water jets past, 30 feet past it, just launching against the rocks in the trees area. You see bits of dirt just fly up against the sky. But you only take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Oh my.
It is Basil's turn.
All right. I am going to. Let's see. Actually, 10. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do vicious mockery. at
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And so that's a wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely. I rolled a 19.
Fuck. Okay. Let's see. 16 on wisdom saving throw. So nothing happens. I feel like.
Okay.
Is that...
Yeah, what did you want to say to it?
I was gonna say, hey, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Its eyes don't ever stop fixating on fear.
Fuck you then.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Let me think about this. No.
Okay. Let's move on to our next in order, Fia, and Scoldra up next.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of shake and be disgusted. And as I kind of put my hands together like this and go like that, I'm gonna really sort of, in a very insulted tone, yell, "I was trying to help you!" And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
And hopefully this will do something. 12. Yes, to beat a
me think.
DC of... sorry, I read it wrong. It's
Natural one.
DC of 14.
Yep, so
Oh,
take 12
okay.
points of fire damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did that do that math right? Yeah, it did. Sorry, just double checking. Yeah.
You rolled pretty high on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 12 points of fire damage. You see, as you press your hands against it, the fire rippling across it. A lot of the water sustains the heat, but you do get burns across it, and you see one of the tentacles and fizzle away as it burns off, drop onto the ground. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I mean, there's not. I can't. I got nothing else.
Okay. Skull.
How far away are we from combat?
It'll be 10 feet to get to where you are on the map right now.
Okay. All right. I am gonna move 10. I'm gonna take the dash action to move all the way up to here.
Okay. Yeah. Just this hulking skull just rushing in.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice as you run across the pier, the floor is creaky beneath your feet. Bits of it seeming like a lot of just creaky, almost like haunted house sounds beneath you.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Your fight is with me, beast.
Its eyes turn to you for a moment. Looks back towards Sphere. Saphira.
First of all, I didn't know about this dash thing. So
Oh, you
I
didn't?
want to do that. No, I didn't realize that we could do that. I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to have to walk all the way over here. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I would like to use the dash action as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have Saphira go to... Oh, hang on, I've got my ruler on. Go to here.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do as your bonus action?
No.
Alrighty. And when you rush over, the creature's going to take its turn. He just starts to get surrounded. It looks around at each of you. Before, it's going to take... Its face just comes in close to your sphere, annoyed that you managed to brush off so much of his water, and it tries to just take a bite out of you.
The fuck?
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 16.
You take 11 points of piercing damage as all of the teeth wrap into your shoulder. You feel as just 40 teeth just dig into you, and you just feel all the blood just rush up against them, like pinpricks across all of your shoulder and upper torso. And then it's going to take... one slash against you again. That's a 25 to hit for 8 points of slashing damage.
Wait, can I use cutting words as a reaction to that last hit?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I just roll a bardic inspiration die, correct?
Yep, and then I take it off the... I don't think it reduces damage, does it? Does it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's for the hit.
For the hit. It was a 25 to hit. So
where is...
if I was you, I wouldn't use it for that, because I don't think you can make that one not hit.
Okay, sounds good. I won't.
Because I think you're a D8 at the moment with your bardic inspiration.
Where do I see that, actually?
It should tell you
Should
on
tell
the
you,
actual spell itself when you...
I think level
Okay.
3 is a D8. At the most, you're going to reduce it to 17, which
Okay, never
we know
mind.
is his. You can definitely do it if the next one comes in.
Yes.
The next one is
Oh, God.
another claw attack against Fear. 19 to hit.
What's your
Thea.
AC, Fia?
Thea falls down.
Wait,
No,
what's your AC?
19 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 16.
Okay, can I try
You can do the
cutting
cutting
words
words now
that
if you
one?
like. Yep, that's why I waited.
Okay, so just roll a 1d8.
Yep.
8!
That becomes an 11. After the first
Okay,
claw just
awesome.
grazes across your chest, the next one comes in trying to get you again. But what do you say to distract it?
I said you kiss your mother with a mouth!
Just the piercing shout from Basil. Its next claw just moves across quietly. Its eyes just gaze you for a minute before it looks back towards Fear, realizing it's missed in that moment. Timothy.
Awesome.
Poor Thea.
At this moment, I realize this is not a ghost. This is just a beast of which I've fought before. So I'm gonna rush in as much as I can, which is only. So that takes 10 to get to where I am. So 5, 10, 15.
So you have as you have 25 feet of movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have 50
So I'm
total.
gonna
So
go
40
about
is
there.
what you can do. Okay. Yep.
Then
Okay.
I'm gonna Shield of Faith Fia right now with my last level 1 spell slot. I don't got much of these. We didn't rest.
Yeah,
And
Jesus.
then with my last level 2 spell slot, I'm gonna Spiritual Weapon right behind it
Absolutely.
with
Yeah,
my bonus action.
One of these days, I'll save your.
Every
hammer.
time.
Then swing with a 9. Ugh.
A 9 doth not hit. You.
Oh, no,
Yikes.
It hears it
hit.
and
Okay.
just moves to one side as you swings over it.
That's all I can
Okay.
do.
Top of the round for its. Okay, yeah, still can do that. It at the top of the round, it is going to cast. You see as its body gulps in more water. The tendrils that are still going into the water, just drinking it up. It's going to cast. Yeah. Wall of water. And it is going to cast it. I believe you can cast it on top of you guys. Yeah. So, across you, going down this way. Where's my drawing tab? My ring light blocks it, so I have to find. There you go. So, down here is going to be a. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This burst of. Let me just do this so you guys can get more of it. So, you see as this water just bursts up against you guys, going high into the air. You just see rippling water just shooting from his fingers, going all across the pier and down across you. It bursts up against you, and I don't believe it does much more than just give it difficult terrain for you guys at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage. Okay.
Like obstructing us from attacking or anything, or?
It's kind of like being in a constant just upward burst of like a shower almost. So like you're getting this water
Understood.
just jetting, like an opposite to like a waterfall. This water just
Understood.
jutting up against you.
Okay.
But it doesn't do more than make it difficult to move through here. That's the top of the round. So Basil, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna see the damage that Fia had just taken and do healing word on her. Let me roll that. 5 HP healed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 HP healed. Anything else you'd like to?
That's all I'll do for that round.
Okay. You can do anything else with your action if you like. You can hold an action.
Oh wait, really?
'Cause healing word's a bonus action. Yeah.
Oh. I could try. I could try vicious mockery again. Or I could do hideous laughter, which incapacitates. Right? Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, let's try that. We'll try hideous laughter. So it's must succeed on a wisdom saving throw to fall prone.
Absolutely. I rolled a 9.
Perfect. So becoming
sorry.
incapacitated. What? Yes?
I'm forgetting the rules of D&D. You can't cast another spell unless it's a cantrip. So you wouldn't be able to cast
Okay,
hideous
so then I'll do
laughter.
vicious mockery. which is a
Okay.
cantrip.
I'll keep my 9, so you can still do
Perfect.
that.
Okay, perfect. I think 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay, I rolled a 13
Big
on
hits.
my constitution check, so he maintains the wall of water. What did you say to him?
You're the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Don't touch my friends.
You see
Oh,
it
need for
flicker of
Bethel.
just anger in its face, as much as it can reveal. The eyes, the ever non-blinking eyes, just glare at you for a second before looking back. The good thing about Vicious Mockery is it does get disadvantage on its next attack.
Nice.
Okay. Fear. Scoldger on deck.
Okay. All right, Fia's looking a little worse, a lot of worse for wear. I'm gonna just kind of try to shake it off as best I can, and as I push my right hand forward, I would like to hit him with the Scorching Ray, and we'll see if that if that works. Roll 20, please. Come on. Help me out, man. Okay, here we go. All right. Are you ready? 22 to hit. And a... What is it? It's 3, right? And a 12.
A 12? They
Yeah.
both hit.
And it's 3 of them, right?
Yep.
And a 25.
Woo.
So all 3 hit, yes?
All 3 hit.
So that will do 5,
Oh, hold on a second.
3. Joe!
Nope, you're in front of the wall. I was just making sure, I was just checking my pacing. You're in front of the wall, you're fine. Keep going.
So that does a total of, 15.
15 points of fire damage. Okay.
Nice.
You launch these 3 just very close range rays that just burn against it. You see just bits of its flesh just flop off like chunks of fish just falling onto the ground. You can see these rib cage underneath though. It's very human-like. Okay, 15 points of damage. Anything else you want to do?
Kind of look around wildly in a little bit of a panic. That's
Okay.
it.
Scold, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna roll to grapple.
Oh, that's what I was going
Oh,
to do.
nice.
First, you guys have to fight to see who can.
Yeah.
26 natural crit.
Wow. Oh, that's your 3rd one this session, right?
I know. And I've only rolled
Holy
4
fuck.
times.
Holy fuck.
And I rolled a 10. You
Oh,
wrap
my
your arms around it and you
God.
grapple hold of it, holding it shut.
I'm gonna reposition him on my other side.
Okay.
So I grab him by his face and I drag him through his own water wall until he's on the other side of me.
Okay.
Holy
You
fuck.
just hear it writhing in your hands. The tentacles burst out the water, and then as soon as you get to the other side, they and go back into the water on the other side.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, Saphira, you're up next.
We spoke about this briefly before. It's possible to target attacks to certain parts of the creature, right?
Sort of, yeah. It's not necessarily a thing. But rule of cool. You know, if you want to lump little bits.
Sure. Got you. Okay. Well, since I can't grapple now, guess I'm gonna go for the attack now. So we'll just go for a basic attack with the great axe. See if we can hit those little tentacle thingies in the water.
Interesting, yeah, okay.
Okay. 20?
20 hits.
All right.
Roll damage.
Big hit.
Come on.
7?
7 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
You notice as you cut away, your axe just goes straight through one of the tendrils. You see water just gush out of it, and it just writhes around the back of its head. You knock off one of the tentacles. Okay.
Yuck.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, actually, can I move here? just in front there.
You can, yep.
Okay, cool.
So getting out of the water,
Yeah.
you step into his range again. Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty. Let me just see here. Now that it's grappled, let's see if it wants to get out of that. Okay. It's going to use its action. It's going to bite you. And go for... Actually, no, it's going to use its action to try and get out of your grapple. Please roll an athletics check to see if you can maintain it. Scold.
What's up? Sorry?
Can you roll an athletics check to see if you can break out of the...
Yeah.
see
I
if
was
it breaks
reading
out.
up rules on how to throw enemies.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I rolled a 19.
Just by his face.
Acrobatics, right?
No, athletics is fine.
Okay. Cool. 18.
It just breaks through of your grasp. Maybe it's just the slimy nature of this creature, but it pulls through. It's going to use its movement, which will trigger 2 attacks opportunity for you guys to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You guys both
Oh,
Scold and
shit.
Saphira if you want to take an attack opportunity.
Oh wait, where's it gone? Oh, it's moved back. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Also, all the water would have dispersed with the scorching ray. I just rolled the Constitution check there, so you would see as it moves as well. The water comes down, gushing across the side of the piers, falling back into the water.
16?
16 hits, roll damage. And Saphira, if you want to roll to hit as well. If you
12.
want.
Nice.
Use your
Yeah.
reaction. 12, very nice.
12.
12 does hit.
Oh, Pog. Okay.
It's got low AC.
6.
6 points of slashing damage. You both... Just this hammer comes against it, along with your axe just clashing against it as well. And you just see bits of it just fall off. You hear this kind of softening crunch as well as your great maul just crashes against it as well. But it still slips past, moving still. As it moves across. That's all it can really do on its turn with the grapple. Alright. Timothy.
So I'm gonna rush forward as much as I can, along with my hammer in unison. The hammer's gonna reach to it. I'm gonna Sacred Flame while my hammer hits it at the same time.
Okay.
That's a DC 13 Dex.
I rolled a 5. I'm
And then a
rolling off.
22 for my spiritual weapon.
That hits.
So that is altogether 10 damage.
10 damage. Very nice.
Damn.
You just see the spirit, the hammer just slamming against it. Again, this softening crunch. And you just hear it kind of roaring. Its tentacles are following it in the water next to it, by the way, when it ran. You see as another one tears off, and then another one tears off. It's only got a few now, holding by the strands there. And then, okay, Sacred Flames. Okay, so... Yeah, it's now gonna, at the top of the round, you see as its tentacles start drinking up more and more. It turns towards the whole group. Everyone but Basil. You just see the water drinking up. It leashes its hands. Little tiny mouths, kind of like openings on its palms open up. And you see as the water
Ugh.
gushes out, it almost freezes in the air. These great icicle balls shoot out into the area. Everyone, and it's going to shoot them here, everyone in a 5-foot radius of that point, as it casts Snillic's Snowball Swarm. That's a hard one. Snillic Snowball Swarm. Can you
What was
please all
that?
make Snillic Snowball Swarm? Can you all please make dexterity saving throws? That's everyone but Basil.
Goofy.
I have resistance to cold damage. How does that factor in here?
Ooh.
It will affect the damage
Okay.
if you fail this.
Got an 11.
8.
16.
I got
Okay.
a 14.
So, you had to get a 14. So you just make it. So, Fear, you will take 5 points of cold damage.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And Timothy, you'll take 10 points of cold damage. Saphira, 10 points of cold damage. And Scold, 5, and then halved again to 3. 3 points of cold damage.
I can
As
take it.
these icicles just slam against each of you. Okay. That is the end of the top of the round, Basil.
Fia, how bad are you hurting?
Very.
Okay.
If I had to put a number on it, I would say that I am feeling about a 4.
Oh god.
Okay. I could use my last spell slot to heal you again, if that would be helpful.
I mean, unless we think
Okay.
we're gonna take him down this route.
No, I'll do it. I'll heal you again. All right.
Hey, Saphira, roll another deck save. Because you have advantage.
Wait, what does she have advantage?
Thanks for.
She has
Danger sense.
the what's
You
it called?
do.
Uncanny perception.
You absolutely do. Uncanny. Yeah. The
Danger
danger
sense.
sense. She has danger sense. Yeah.
Of course,
Very well
we talked
remembered.
about that earlier.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Absolutely well remembered.
Good save.
Sorry, I should be remembering this stuff. Sorry, guys.
Yes, no, players
No,
looking
you're
out for
fine.
players is good.
I had to check your character sheet.
Well, okay, I got a natural 20 now.
Again? Oh my god. Okay.
Damn,
So you would have only
what's
taken 5
happening?
points of cold damage.
Okay,
Holy
cool.
shit.
Yeah. So add 5 more
Okay.
health to yourself. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna heal Fia again with healing word. 5 healing again.
Thank you.
And then let's see. Oh, he's within 60 feet, so I'm gonna do vicious mockery again.
Go for it.
All right. Yeah. If he fails, it's 1 point of damage.
That's all we need.
He failed. No, the best thing about Vicious
Okay.
Mockery is never meant to be like the damagey spell. It's for the disadvantage. Disadvantage is great.
right?
Yeah, it's really,
okay,
really good.
Cool. Alright.
What do you say to him?
I'm gonna say you're making me seasick.
I like that
You
one.
just hear him go,
Oh.
his eyes are glaring
Yeah,
at you all the
I
way in the
said it.
distance. Yeah.
I'm like so far away.
Yeah.
Ah!
Hey!
What?
Okay. Up next is Fia, Scoldra on deck.
Okay. How does he look?
Still pretty tough.
He looks fine.
Bits
Just bits
the
of
stream
cuts
is-
on him, but yeah, it looks fine.
Hey Joe, the stream is frozen. Apparently, the camera.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Oh
really strange.
no.
Let me. There
Dripping that.
you go. There you go.
Look
Sorry,
at
it's because
that.
I minimized Discord. Was it good?
Oh my
Was it? I didn't see it. I got the back of the
you
book.
look angry.
It's really good. Yeah, very furrowed brow.
Very angry.
Note to self: don't
Um,
minimize Discord whilst I'm capturing the cam.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Thanks for letting me know.
So
Yeah, I got
so
you.
he still looks pretty okay, is what we're saying here in this moment. Okay, that's great. That's cool. That's super great and
It's a toughie.
exciting. I am. Huh?
It's a tough one.
Yeah. Okay, great. I'm gonna fucking hell, mate. All right, I'm gonna move 5 feet forward, and still looking pretty ragged. I'm gonna try to scorching ray him the last time that I can, I think. And
Did you scorch and ray in the Goblin camp?
no, I did not.
Sure
I did not. Well, also spell points because we are doing the
Oh yeah, we're doing the spell point variant. Yeah, he's right.
variant. So it's a little bit more flexible, but you still get boned. All right, so here we go. Okay. The first one is a 17.
17 hits.
The second one is 23.
hits. Yep.
Beautiful.
And the third is a 16.
All 3 hit.
Nice job.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're
Ouch.
gonna do 7, 7, and 9.
Oh
Get
my
slammed.
god.
I shouldn't do that. That's
Oh,
terrible. I'm
fuck.
sorry. I just stuck up 2
23.
middle fingers.
You stuck up. I didn't see, but thank you.
It-
Uh,
I got really excited. I said get slammed, and I
so
stuck up 2
23
middle
points
fingers.
of
This is really
damage.
rude.
Okay. 23 points of damage as these 3 bolts of fire just. You see these flames wrapped against it. You just see it, just its mouth closing and jimmering for a second. It's still pretty okay, but it definitely did a chunk of damage to it just then. Okay. Anything else?
Actually, yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, yes, because I just used 5 feet of movement there. I'm going to go. Whoops! Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
So I did not mean to move forward. I meant to move backward.
There you
I was
go.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
I'm gonna just rush him. Superman! I just set my whole self on
Just like
fire.
scream.
Leap at him. Sorry, I'm hightailing it off that shitty pier.
That's smart.
Fuck that pier.
Okay.
All right, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Scold.
Let him
Superior
my
on deck.
points.
Scald is gonna march up the creaky deck towards the creature. I'm gonna make a grapple roll.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
17.
Natural one. You grab hold of the character. You just grip hold of it.
Then I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna move him here and force him prone and pin him
Ooh.
down.
Okay. Yeah, you slam into the ground.
Yeah!
It's just wriggling along the
Bear
ground
hug.
like a fish out of
Yeah.
water.
Scald's just like, he's got his hands on his back, just like pushing him into the deck.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Saphira.
Fira is gonna use this opportunity now to begin raging and charge up over to them all.
Okay.
And attempt to swing her axe down.
Go for it.
You have advantage.
Yes.
Because it's prone.
To my rage on. Okay. Let's see. 25?
That hits.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now. 11 plus 2 rage.
Nice.
Very
Holy
nice.
shit.
Okay, you hack and slash into this creature on the ground, just bringing yourself down upon it. You just see bits of it, just chunks, just kind of open up.
Grim.
It's like fishy flesh before it gets to the bone. Okay.
Gross.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, yeah? Okay. It is. That's an interesting thing. I've never seen. Okay, so if it's technically if it's prone, but it can't use its bonus to get up. Okay. So
Oh, maybe he skipped his
My understanding is
turn.
you have to
break the grapple.
escape
break
the
free
grapple,
first,
then your
right?
movement returns. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't even attack you from the ground. I don't think.
Fuck yes.
No,
He
he
could just
can. Disadvantage.
You can.
You can do it with
Yeah, you can.
disadvantage.
He can attack me with disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard choice. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use this now then. He's going to cast Psychic Scream up on the ground. Everyone within 30 feet. So. That is
That's
including
me, I'm
Timmy.
still here.
Saphira and Scald.
Could you please make a wisdom saving throw? As you just hear this rippling
Oh!
screech come from it, it just.
I got a 7.
15.
3.
Okay.
Oh no.
It.
Scald does not like that noise.
Yeah. You just hear it rippling through your ears, just piercing you. Scold, for just a second, you lift your hands off. You're stunned in place. As are you, Timothy. Saphira,
Oof.
you stand stalwart against the sound.
Yeah. Saphira does not mind.
Spirit just looks at Skull.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Always a competition.
It breaks the grapple. It uses half its movement speed to get up. And then it's going to run, take another attack opportunity just off Saphira, though, because you're stunned, and dive into the water. Can you please?
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
If you want to take the attack opportunity, you can.
Oh, yeah. 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
14 plus 2.
Holy
Fucking hell.
Okay. Okay. I'll just go do some quick maths. All right.
Oh!
Still okay. It's still okay. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Okay, or just like
It's much more hurt than it used to be. You just see all these tears. Your axe just brings it straight down its back, almost filleting it, and you just see ripples of its flesh just come open as it dives into the water. Its tentacles just dragging it deep. It is considered obscured, and you can't see it.
gross.
I should probably
Great.
not have
Oh,
removed.
man.
I should probably not have deleted it then, because it's now removed it off this thing. I was trying to be cool. What did it roll again on its?
You obscured it for your own self.
It was between
It was a 2.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a 2.
It was a 2. Okay.
As long as it's less than Saphira, the turn order is fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's perfect where it went because that's the end of its turn. It's now Timothy's turn.
What does that scream mean for me on my turn?
I believe. Actually, let me check. You're stunned, which means that you can't move, can't speak, and you're considered incapacitated.
Yeah, which means you can't take actions
Yeah.
or reactions. You're basically completely powerless.
I guess
Oh.
that's my turn then. What is it just for
Oh,
one
you
turn?
can speak falteringly. Sorry.
Ghost.
You basically have to make an intelligence saving throw every turn until you break out of it.
With this one,
Intelligence or wisdom?
it's just until
Right.
the creature's next turn.
Oh,
So
okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
'cause
I'm
it
just
was
stuck
one of the-
until next turn.
yeah.
All right, and then that's my turn. Have fun, everyone.
Okay. At the top of the round. Interesting. Okay.
Wait, can you not use your spiritual weapon too if you're like frozen in place?
Because that requires me to like use it. It's not
Technically-
sentient. It's my
Technically, I
idea.
think you can cast vocal spells while stunned. I think. No, let me check incapacitated. Maybe you can't.
My understanding is that it's a bonus action to
If
do it,
it's-
and he can't use a bonus action right now.
Oh, yeah, you can't
okay.
take actions.
I
Reactions.
use the bonus action to use it.
You use a bonus action. You can do spiritual weapon then, but you don't know where it is right now.
Yeah, it's just
It's
in the water,
obscured,
I can't
right?
see it.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere. I'll put it down the bottom left corner or bottom right corner just so you guys don't
It's just
get too
behind
I
confused.
take a guess. Can you put it somewhere and I just take a guess and swing? And if I get it right, then I hit it?
I will give you the opportunity to bring it into the water somewhere,
Okay.
and I'll pick a spot.
The hammer.
I want to swing
It's like Battleship.
It is like this is Battleship's
right
version.
here.
Now. Okay. Go for it.
I only rolled a 7 on my attack anyways when I did it. So that's not going to hit.
It just splashes against the water. You're not even too sure yourself because you're just stunned in place from the sound of that scream. Okay. Top of the round. Yeah. Is going to grow back some of its tendrils. I don't know much. Okay.
Come
Oh,
on.
never mind. Never
Fucker.
mind. You
Oh.
don't see anything from the thing. Basil, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna try something here. So for minor illusion, you can cast something no larger than a 5-foot cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I cast an image of a wounded Fia crouched down, like getting into the water to try to lure it back onto the dock? Because if she's crouched,
Yeah.
she's like smaller. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to try to do that maybe somewhere between us all, so we all have a good chance of having it within range. So maybe like right here
Okay.
on the dock.
Let me see if I've got something I can use as a token. Here, I'll use the one that looks most like Fia.
Oh God.
I'm ready for this.
Where do you want to cast it?
Sass. Like right here, like getting it, like about to get into the water, kind of thing, or
There you
like.
go.
Oh
Great,
my God.
What do you mean? It looks just like you, Fia.
She
God
wishes
damn
she
it.
had guns like that.
So you create this still image of a wounded Fia looking over the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I will move like right about here. And that's the end of my turn.
Fia, scold on deck.
Okay, so So we just saw it go in
Yep, it got up from prone,
water.
rushed and dived straight into the
then
water.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Can I, all right, so can I
What would you like to do?
like ready firebolt for when I see him come out of the water and then
You can. Yeah.
pop him? That is what I would like to
Nice.
do. As I yell out, did anybody see where it went? I'm assuming nobody did, but
No, but hopefully that lures it out. I'm sorry, Fia,
no.
using your image like that.
Could you, Basil, could you roll a deception check, please?
Yes.
For the, just to see how clear this image is.
16.
What do you want to do, Fia?
I
just
want
wanna
to just
ready
ready.
Okay.
Yeah, a firebolt.
Ready to firebolt. Scold.
So there's no like intelligence rolls. I'm just incapacitated till next turn.
Yeah, until its next turn. Yeah.
Okay. And did I take damage from that psychic scream?
No.
Okay. Cool. Then that is my turn.
Okay.
Scold is like grabbing his ears and shaking his face. It's like vision is blurry. You got caught off guard.
Saphira.
So can Saphira dive in?
Saphira can dive in.
Holy shit.
Timothy's gonna lose his shit.
Saphira's gonna like just quickly shrug off her heavy stuff, including her axe, and brandish her dagger, assuming she
Cool.
still thinks it's pretty weak after she got that attack, and she's gonna dive in the water
Cool.
right here.
Okay. You dive straight into the water.
Does she see him? It.
Let me see. What's your passive perception again?
14.
You see it.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6, which becomes a 7. For stealth, it's right next to you, right here, just above you.
Okay.
As you dive into the water, you get the bubbles shoot up. Your body goes in. Hold your breath. Just straight beside you, just see this floating, all the tendrils around you. You just see this floating creature, its mouth just breathing in. And you could see as well, just one of where the tendrils was cut, it's slowly regrowing back.
No.
Attempt to grapple then.
You will do it with disadvantage because you're underwater.
Yep.
Okay, go for it. I rolled an 8.
What do I roll for grappling?
Athletics check.
Cool.
You guys are like taking turns grappling. this
14.
thing.
With disadvantage,
Yeah.
It's like a game of hot potato.
Yeah.
you wrap your arms around it and you can grab hold of this creature. It is writhing in the ground. In the water, sorry. And it's in your grasp.
Nice. Holy shit.
Okay. It was
I
distracted.
do on my
Oh,
turn,
sorry, yeah,
or
yeah.
is there anything else? Is there anything else I can do on my turn?
Bonus action if you've got any.
You do a bonus action.
Can I use the okay? So offhand attack is a bonus action, right? So, assuming my main hand is the great axe, can I use like the dagger?
Offhand attack as a bonus action.
Mm.
Let me just double check. I think so.
She just loses the damage modifier.
That's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to do it with disadvantage though.
Okay, so can I can use the dagger, yeah?
I think you need a fighting feat for that though.
I think you need dual wield feet
I
to
think
do
you
an
need the dual
offhand,
wield
right?
feat. Yeah. Which do you?
Okay.
What's your fighting style?
Dual wielding isn't a feat.
Two
What do you mean
weapon
by-
fighting is though, isn't it? So it's I think you need 2 weapon fighting to be able to do a bonus action strike like that
Okay.
with
right,
a light
gotcha.
weapon. Do you have that though? What have you been using as your fighting style? Do you remember picking?
I don't remember picking. It was so long ago.
Um.
I don't even think we went over this. So I'm really. This is. I just assumed that the the great axe's like main weapon, and everything else was like I don't know.
Sorry, give
So-
me 1 sec. I'll load up your character.
No,
For me to know.
two weapon fighting just gives her a bonus to her offhand, but any character can attack with an offhand roll.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that then.
then.
With a light weapon though, I don't know if you can with a light
Yeah,
weapon.
a dagger is no, you do you can, it has to be with a light weapon.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my understanding. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I can do.
Yeah,
I'm confirmed. Okay, with disadvantage, right? Because it's in the water.
that's right.
Is it not cancelled out by the fact that it's grappled?
No, grapple just
No.
removes its movement.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Can you? Yeah, no, you'd be able to probably do it. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so just normal.
Yep. No, sorry.
Alright. Okay,
Disadvantage, yeah.
okay. Sorry, I'm still
That's
learning.
okay. It's
for
okay.
everyone.
There's a lot of
Fresh, yeah.
questions here. I've never used a grapple underwater whilst also doing strikes.
Fuck!
Oh,
Big oof anyway.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah, well.
What did you roll?
That's a 1.
Oh God. Okay.
And that one and a nat 20 in the same
And a
roll.
nat 20
Just-
yeah.
Oh really? Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
The highs and lows of
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons in one.
Trying to get some sort of footing whilst swimming and holding onto this creature at the same time, you're not being able to perch yourself a strike. So your dagger just keeps getting loose and you can't get a good perch in it. For
Okay.
its turn, it is going to dig its claws and its mouth into you.
Uh-oh.
Which is going to do. Okay, an 8 does not hit with a bite. So the bite kind of comes in. You move your head at the last moment. The jaws just snap beside you. Its claws try and just dig into your side. An 18 to hit and a 24 to hit.
Wait, say that again, sorry?
An 18 and a 24 to hit as its claws just dig straight into your side.
Oh yeah, that hits me.
Okay. That's 13 and 12 slashing damage. So that will be overall reduced to 13. So, because you're raging, right?
Yep.
So 13 slashing damage as the claws just
Oof.
pierce straight into you. The claws digging as deep as they can into the sides of your flesh. Okay. That is all it can really do at this point. Timothy.
Saphira's having a hard time.
While it's in the water and I notice that Saphira's got a hold of it, I'm going to dive into the water with my hammer swinging at it, along with my spiritual weapon at the same time again.
Can you roll just a free action, a perception check to see if you notice that Saphira's got it? The water here is not
See.
that clear.
Was it
necessarily.
deep?
It's not too deep, so it's a low DC.
I can't even see. Oh, 5.
You're not quite sure where in the water it is necessarily. You saw her dive in. You don't know if she's got it, at least.
Then I'm gonna swing randomly. I'm guessing at disadvantage then,
Yep, please do.
along with my. Actually, after I go in and see where it is, if I miss or not, I want to use my spiritual weapon.
So you're going to dive
I'm
into the
gonna
water,
swing
sorry,
first.
yeah?
Yeah.
Right, got it, yeah. Yeah, then you do see it. Then you do see it. So I thought you were standing on the edge of the pit. Right,
Oh
got you.
no, I was just gonna swing it, dive in, and then swing.
Gotcha.
So then I just do a normal roll then.
No, it'd be disadvantage still because you're in the water.
Okay.
In the water with this creature at the moment, it's quite slippery. It's got an effect.
Oh, and that one.
Oh my god, what's happening?
What is happening?
Diving into the water, you slowly swing and it just juts itself aside. Actually, the grappled creatures you get, it's no. It's only if it's prone. Yeah, you'd see
Is
that
it-
it just moves its body. Saphira naturally moving with it, she holds on to it, dodging aside from you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to spiritual weapon attack it.
Okay,
Uh,
let me put it back onto the board so you guys can see where it is.
I'm guessing that's disadvantage too since it's still in water.
Yeah, with its
Come on, it's a magic hammer.
A 10.
10 doth not hit.
No good rolls here today.
You'd see as the spiritual weapon comes in, just instinctively it's just moving and writhing around. You can't seem to get a perch on it. At the top of the round, at this stage, it is going to cast. Yeah, it's going to cast Ray of Frost against Saphira. Its mouth drinks in water and just see this ice beam shoot out towards you. It
Wait.
is... Yeah?
Can't Timothy not swim?
Yeah.
We don't know. It's only
He
been
told
a
us he couldn't swim, and he just jumped in.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is gonna be bad.
he's
This is
drunk
gonna
again.
be real bad.
Yeah.
oh my god.
That is bad.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Maybe he can float.
I cannot. I have my armor on still.
I can.
I can only hold my breath
my
for like
God.
20
No,
Oh my
a
seconds, you guys.
four to hit. The beam just shoots straight past your shoulder, your head just instinctively moving at the same time. Okay. Yeah, you are probably considered drowning. Not drowning, sorry. You're still holding your breath, but you will be considered drowning if you carry on sinking like that. Basil, please tell us what you're going to do.
hold on. By the time his round comes around again, he's kind of fucked. Because how many seconds will have passed? How long can he hold his breath?
Right,
etc.
Turn is like what, 6 seconds?
It is each round is 3 seconds. And
Okay.
I believe, let me just check what the math is for being underwater. I believe you can hold your breath. It might be your modifier is your, I think, per minute. So you can hold your breath for a while if
Okay.
you've got a good con modifier.
It's 1 plus its con modifier.
Yeah, that's it. So you can hold your breath for a while.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the edge of the pier here
Mhm.
and reach down and try to pull him out. If I can.
Okay, go for it. Athletics
Or
check.
at least like help him out. Okay. Oh boy.
He's a heavy boy, but I think he's
7.
God.
How much do you weigh? You weigh quite a bit. I don't think a 7's going to do
A
it.
lot.
You
I weigh a
reach
ton.
down.
But could he reach back and take my arm so I can at least pull him?
Not until his turn, really.
Okay, shit.
He's-
All right.
During the time that he was swinging, that's when you're running up and grabbing him. It's all kind of
Okay.
happening within a
Right,
3 second
right.
moment. Or 6 second
All
moment,
right.
sorry. Each round, 6 seconds, sorry. About 3 seconds per
Right.
turn.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
It's already being grappled, right? So it's got disadvantage. Is that correct? Okay. So yeah, that's all I'll do.
It's
Just
it's
try
not
to
got
help him out.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I can vicious mockery it while I'm trying to help Timothy out.
You can.
Okay, cool.
What's your passive perception?
I've 11. It's pretty low.
You'd see it though. It rolled lower.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna say
I rolled a
you'll
9.
never be. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say you'll never be tentacool.
Okay. Yeah, you
Really good disses.
You
No one
see
gets
it
that reference
kind
because
of
that doesn't exist. in this-
you
I
rise
mean,
around in the
everyone's
water.
stopped. It's like a record
Tentacle.
scratch noise.
It's not like a reference to gay. It doesn't have to be about Pokemon.
It's writhing around. It takes pain, and yep, it's got disadvantage. Fear, you're up
Fuck
next.
you.
And Skulls.
Okay, so I had Firebolt readied. Do I see it? In which case it would just go
No.
off, and then I guess if I don't.
You wouldn't be able to see it from where
So-
you are.
So if I don't see it, but I can see commotion, can I?
That was from your last turn. The action.
Yeah, I had it readied.
Yeah,
So
that would
like,
have been your last turn. So you got a new turn now.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do whatever you want in your new turn. You can move over there. You can shoot a new one. Whatever you want.
Right. Okay. Okay. Fia is definitely not gonna get back up on that pier unless she absolutely has to. So we will go.
So this.
Why does it keep doing that? It keeps recentering the thing every time I pick it up, and then it like shoots me forward. I don't want to go there. Thanks. We'll go.
What do you want to do,
Okay.
Fiam?
Sorry, I'm gonna go here. I was having troubles
That's okay.
moving. Okay, can I see it?
Yeah. You'd be able to just make it
Yeah.
out with your passive perception.
Okay. I will shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
And that would be a 25 to hit. And that
Let me check if that would hit.
mother trucker.
Into the water.
Shooting a firebolt into water. If it was... I don't think it tells... I don't think
Is
in
he
the rules...
okay? Wait, actually, hold on. Sorry, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Is he completely submerged? I thought like part of him was up. If he's totally submerged,
No,
I
he's
don't
totally
want to do
submerged. Totally deep underwater. The only
Sorry,
reason we
I
can
thought,
see him
like,
right now is because they dived in. Imagine
Okay,
the map
I'm
is
sorry.
on two
I thought he
different
was,
layers.
like-
Yeah.
I thought he was like partially above
No.
water. Yeah. Okay, no, I don't want to do that then, because I can't see that.
Creatures and
But I
objects
know-
fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage, but it doesn't not
That's
happen.
what I just found as well. So you can still
Yeah.
do it. Just gonna be resistant.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I already rolled it, but
It just means he takes half damage. He still gets hurt.
yeah. All right, fine. Then we'll just keep it because I don't want to
Yeah,
mess
that's
around.
fine.
So, so 5.
5 points of fire damage. Yep. You see as the fire just ripples
Sure.
into the water, half of it dissipating as the other bit burns against it. Bubbles in the water come up. Anything else?
That's it. Nope,
Okay.
that's it.
Skulls. Saphira on deck.
This thing has disadvantage right now.
No.
It's fine.
It has
Okay.
disadvantage to its next attack. That's it. Well, its first next attack.
Had to jump
Cool
in the
Bundy,
fucking.
right?
You had to jump in the fucking water, didn't you? Hey.
How deep is it? Do we know?
Where you're at right now, probably about 10 foot deep.
I got 4 minutes of breath. I'm fine.
Fucking hell, he's a diver.
All right. You see Scold. He starts to walk to the edge of the water, and you see him touch his chest and mumble something, and the rune on his chest starts to glow. And he jumps into the water, and he disappears beneath the surface, but then immediately bursts out of the water, and he is enormous.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm gonna use Giant's Might, and I'm gonna start wading through the water to find this thing.
Okay. I think that's probably as much as you'd be able to move because you went 5 and 10, and then it's double movement. So yeah, to there.
Yeah.
You'd probably see it from where you are though. As you just see this, probably about 3 foot of you is still out of the water at the stage you're at now because it's probably 15 feet deep. It'd be where they are right now is 10 foot, then 15 foot, and it keeps dipping down quite deep. So you're
Okay.
sticking out about a few feet out of the water, so you can just see it as your great maws protruding from it.
Cool. All right. In that case, I will roll Ursine Claws
Okay.
at disadvantage, right?
Yeah. Although, yeah, no, it still would be. You're still pushing down into the water, yeah.
Yeah. 15,
15 hits,
5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. You find an opening on it. This great claw just comes down, cutting. Oh, also, did you roll your giant smite damage?
There's damage?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it adds just to weapon attacks. It might add to all attacks, all melee attacks. It should be-
yeah, an extra 1d6.
Yeah.
It says weapon
Hell
attack.
yeah.
So it's up to you.
I will
claws
consider it a
go with the
weapon,
weapon.
considering it's a giant claw. That's the whole idea. You're making up for the extra bits of damage there.
Alright,
So
cool. Yeah, 6 more damage.
6 more damage. Okay, this thing looks extremely hurt now. This
11
great
damage.
claw just cuts down it. Where Saphira's grappling, you just find a nice chunk and just get all this fleshy goo all across your hands. And it's looking pretty damn hurt. Saphira.
Saphira is just gonna go ahead and attempt to stab it or whatever with her dagger if she can.
Go for
So
it.
she has
Roll attack with disadvantage.
8.
It does not hit. Anything else you
Okay.
got?
No. Can Saphira release this grapple and now grab Timothy and swim him up to the surface?
You'd be able to do that instead of your attack.
Ah,
only got 4
okay.
minutes.
But I will say,
I'm holding on to him, so I'll try to pull him up.
Oh yeah, Basil has him.
Yeah.
yeah. So you'd be able to do it instead of next time, but for this
Okay.
round, you'd have taken the swing.
Okay, then she'll stay put then, and just throw a concerned underwater glance at Timothy to try and gauge if he's okay. Then
He just goes.
I give a thumbs up.
a thumbs up. Okay, that's it. She's happy now. She's not concerned now. Okay, cool.
Okay, out of the grapple, the creature's going to turn, move to here, swim closer to the great Svend. Svend? I just called you my name, my character. That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Skull.
God, that's
They're
so
very
weird.
close.
Way
They're very
similar.
close.
Way else? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's going to take its 3 attacks against you. One bite just going for the stomach of the of the bear. And that is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
And then it's going to take 2 claw attacks as it slices against you. A 15 and a 20.
The 15 misses.
Okay. So its jaws dig into you, doing 12 piercing damage as they just latch onto a bit of your stomach before pulling away a bit of flesh. And then one of the claws just scratches against you. An extra 8 points of slashing damage. Okay.
How much was the first one?
12 points of piercing.
Ooh.
It's very hurt.
So
Timothy.
20 total?
20 total.
Damn. As a reaction,
Mm-hmm.
Scold is gonna yell, "Hulk!" And
Do you mean the other one?
Stein. That's
Stein.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
13. Does he make it?
I don't know what the fucking DC is, dude. They never say it.
It's so I know it's where half my googling goes during a session.
Yeah.
Is to try and find out where the DCs are hidden. I think it's your intelligence. What's your intelligence modifier?
3.
Plus
So that'd be
3.
13. Yeah. Plus 3.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus that. So proficiency at this stage is it plus 2?
Yeah, it should be 13.
13. So 13 it just makes it.
Yeah.
Just makes it. Okay,
Just
Timothy.
makes
Although I'm terrified right now, I don't want to see Saphir's grapple go to waste. I'm still gonna swing with all of my might with my hammer and my spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
Disadvantage.
You need to
yes.
swim closer to it. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit.
Okay.
Poor Basil's like,
Our brave boy.
Both a 12 and a 7.
A 12 and a 7. The 12 hits.
4?
4 points of bludgeoning. It's extremely
Smack
hurt,
him.
but it's not dead yet. You hear this as you just embed deep into the shoulder. Okay. For the essence of time, it's going to do one of its ray of frosts towards you, Timothy. A 7 does not hit. Basil, top of the round. Your turn.
All right. He's saddened by Timothy going forward and not taking his hand, but more out of concern than out of being hurt. Could so is this thing close to the surface of the water at all now?
It's still
If it was
pretty.
if
It's
it was-
under.
Okay. Because I was gonna try to throw a hand axe.
When I say it's attacking Scold, it's attacking like his legs
Yeah.
and his lower
Okay.
torso, like his stomach.
Gotcha. So I would have a better chance if I jumped into the water beside it and I just meleeed it than throwing something, I'd imagine. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna dive into the water and get right next to it and just try to melee attack it with my
Go
hand
for it.
axe. All right. Natural 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
come on.
Holy shit. 10 damage.
Do you want to describe how you kill this thing?
Oh my
Dude,
god,
Basil!
yes! All
with
right,
the nat
so
20.
underwater, it's facing away from me. I'm just gonna hack right at its neck as it's facing away from me and just try to plunge that hand axe in as deep as possible.
Okay. Yeah. You just bring out your hand axe in the water, just You just feel its neck split open, blood just gushing into the water. It's shaking, its tendrils go still, and its body just slowly floats until it just reaches onto the surface, lying there like a dead fish. End of combat.
Damn. Wow.
Okay.
I start sinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all help Timothy out.
Yeah, okay. If whoever wants to help Timothy, roll an athletics check.
Yeah.
I'm very big. I'll just lift him out.
Oh, wait, yeah,
you can.
that's a good
That's
point.
true. You
We're
just
all
lift him,
scrambling, you just-
literally.
Like a little, yeah. Oh
So
my
that-
God.
The body is
25.
You easily lift him. You easily just lift him
24
straight
as
out of the
well.
ground. Saphira helps give a foot up. You're outside water. The body is floating on
I
the surface.
spit water out.
Can I swim the body back to the shore by where
Absolutely.
Fia is?
It's quite
Alright,
light.
Cool.
So absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
And,
great. It's
uh,
light.
You drag the
pull
body
it
back
up
towards
onto
the
shore.
surface. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
You would-
finally remove my hand axe from its shoulder, neck.
You
I'm gonna-
notice
But
Take a look
climb
at
up onto the docks and grab her stuff as well.
as you're dragging the creature back towards the shore, you
Uh-huh.
notice its body, the tentacles come back in towards the head. Patches of hair, almost like Smeagol had patches of hair. Stage 2 Smeagol. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Kind of this
Yeah.
body that the leathery skin starts to become more human. The face is gaunt. It looks worn. It looks like a dead, very slashed up and damaged body. But that of a human. Completely stark naked.
Mm.
And when you get to the shore, you notice that it's completely transformed back into the other form. Not the same human that was up against the shore, though.
Mm. Okay.
A very more gaunt and weakened human.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to wade out towards the shipwreck.
Okay. You'll start to get, after like 20 foot, you would start to have to swim.
Yeah, I'm swimming.
Okay. Can I get an athletics check, please? Because you are in half plate armor.
18.
You would have your advantage, though, because you're still in your big form. So I think it gives you advantage to your strength checks.
20.
There you go. Despite the weight of your clothes, you're just swimming across. The 16-foot bear, pretty much, is just wading through towards the shipwreck. You get up towards the rocks area, and you see the shipwreck now larger in your sight. Still only a crew of maybe 12 or so, and it's embedded into the rocks. Almost like pieces of it, 3 pieces of it are just torn apart and alone. You'd have to
Okay.
climb up to get to it. It's just a little
Yeah.
bit off of the... Okay. Roll another athletics check, please, with your advantage. Just to see how easily you can do it.
25.
Wow.
Bring yourself up onto it. You're on the deck of the shore, on the deck of the middle part of the shipwreck. The wood below you is rotten. It's got various different clams and all mussels just growing across it. It's been there for some time. The wooden planks have been eaten away by various sea life and just been worn and torn into the waters around it.
He would shrink back down to avoid the weight.
Got it? Yeah, you hear the creaking that was below you eases up.
I want to look for treasure.
Okay. Yeah. You search an investigation check.
Finger. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
There you go. Father's Day
I fucked this
inspiration.
up. Investigation, right?
Big
Yeah.
money.
Yes, please.
Fear. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Normal roll.
No, advantage. Use your inspiration.
Okay, yeah, 15 then.
Okay. You pull apart a couple of planks, move down in. You'll notice where the rocks are kind of jutting across. It's almost like a cave where the two tops of these rocks are meeting and the back of the ship is embedded against them.
Hmm.
You push your way into that, past the damp, easily pullable wall of planks and into where the captain's quarters might have been. In there, you see various different skeletons of fish, a couple of humanoid skeletons that have long been there. One, just fleshy one that's embedded against a nest. The nest itself is almost like frog spawn in a way. It's just not really eggs, but just plastered against it, almost like crusted over fishy tendrils all across the wall. There's a body that's been half digested against it, and nestled to one side is a chest.
All right. Is it open?
Closed at the moment.
I would attempt to open the chest.
Okay. You please roll another athletics check. This time just normal. If you'll open it with, are you tearing it open?
Yeah.
Or you, okay. Yeah. That's so.
Breaks
9.
over me.
9. You just can't seem to get the grasp on it. You're trying your hardest to dig your claws in, but it's not opening. It's not prying.
I smash it with the maul.
Okay. Roll to attack.
20.
Roll damage.
10.
Oh my god.
It's a very good thing you rolled 10. I had an idea that if you're going to smash it like that, then everything inside will have an HP. And I was thinking,
my
a
God.
chest is probably have about 10. So I was thinking, any damage over a 10 would have done some damage to some of the stuff inside.
Oh my god.
You bring it down,
Wow.
and you smash just enough for it just to splinter open. And your maul is just above what seems to be some objects. Inside the chest.
Peel back the splinters and look inside.
Okay. Inside the chest, you'd find many gold pieces and silver pieces. Overall, just embedded at the bottom. Almost like the same way that an Amazon package would have, or a fragile package would have loads of those. What do they call them? The
Peanuts.
yeah, the packing
Or
peanuts.
peanuts?
It's like
Yeah.
that, but for the items that are within. There's 50 gold coins, 120 silver coins mixed in together. To one side
Damn.
is a small bag. Inside that little bag are 4 freshwater pearls. And then lying across the top of the gold and the pieces, you'd find a compass, a lantern, and a flask. The flask is silver. It has 2 ends to it. One with a red rim, the other with a blue. The lantern is beautifully designed, and it's kind of got these woven corners, silver as well in its nature. And the compass is more of a copper, but imprinted upon it is a ship and a swirling whirlpool. You got those 3 items.
Damn.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. For the sake of winding down in the time, the rest of you upon the shore stood around this body. You'd notice as its gaunt body just reformed back to itself. If you were to search for the treasure, that fear you mentioned, you notice that that's been dug up. And that underneath one of them, you'd probably also notice that this chest, kind of the sand and cobble has been torn away towards the water. Safely assuming this is probably the one. Defeated the creature that have killed the person, confirming that it was no mere fisherman's tale. Your party comes out with a chest full of various goods and a bounty completed. And that's where we'll end episode 4 of Godforged. A short little bounty episode. Okay.
Woohoo!
Okay. Guys, you fucking... That thing was meant to be pretty tough, and you guys handled it really well. The grapples
That was awesome.
were brutal.
I nearly died.
You say that, but Saphira's like got 12 HP out.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm hurting. I think.
I've also got 9 health right now as well.
Actually, wait.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I
you
have
nearly
back up
killed
to
us.
9.
We all
Yeah.
almost died
That was-
today.
I have full HP.
Yeah.
I was at
We're
4.
Yeah,
all
Baz were at the
rough,
back just
Twice.
shouting insults.
yeah. I used up all my spell slots, but
Yeah,
Me
that
too.
was pretty nutty actually. There was definitely a free Monka-esque moments.
Yeah.
yeah, my god.
Yeah,
Like
you
deciding
guys did
whether
good.
Veer should try and save Timothy from drowning or hold on to the
Yeah,
monster.
the issue was
Yeah.
that we hadn't rested.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yep, which is a
Yeah.
brave decision. I was like, okay, here we go. But you guys did
Yeah.
pretty
I
well.
mean, you know, I
Going
kind
through
of
it.
DM would have let us rest on that boat ride, but
Yeah. But you know,
Hey man, you could have had a short rest.
should have rode slower.
Yeah,
You rode
that's
too
true.
fast. Yeah, you're too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe take some time to see some of the sights. Thank you guys though for coming out. I really appreciate it. I won't hold you off for long now because obviously you want to go and do Father's Day things and whatnot. Have a great Father's Day to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for coming out, everyone. Is anyone going to go and stream? No? All right, then we'll let you guys go off into the nether, find out whoever else you want to watch next. Let's go around everyone. This time we'll start with Jari again. Anything you want to announce, shout out, anything like that?
God, no, I did mine earlier. I just want to say you guys are awesome, and I know originally when we started D&D, I was terrified because I'm obviously like a brand new player. That Twitch chat would be really harsh and stuff. But you guys have been like so supportive, and every now and again I do have like a quick look, and I always see like Twitch chat being like mega supportive and helpful. And yeah, I just think you guys are awesome, and you've made this experience for me that I thought was going to be really nerve-wracking to be super, super exciting, and I look forward to it every single week. So thanks, you guys.
You roleplay like you've been doing it for years on roleplay cameras. So you've been doing great.
I mean, I've been role playing obviously for years. Joe knows I've been role playing with him for years. But for Dungeons and Dragons, sometimes I know that I don't know all of the actions that I can possibly do, and sometimes I might be like, oh, can I do this? Oh, I guess I can't do this, and sometimes that happens. But you guys are really patient and stuff, and I appreciate that.
Awesome. Go and check out obviously Jari. Congratulations again, by the way, on that color change.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
So
really, really
good.
magical. Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Strippin, the father of the
Hello.
timer.
Hello. Hi guys, you can find me at twitch.tv/Strippin. I stream every day from 2 Eastern. I'm going to take the night off tonight, but tomorrow I will be finishing The Last of Us 2. And then we're going to be playing some Dark Souls for the rest of the week.
Cool.
Are you actually? Why? I mean, why is it like is there something new?
There's a mod I really want to try called the Cinder mod for Dark Souls 3. So
Oh,
I'm
I've
going
heard
to be
of
doing
that.
a
You're gonna
modded
love it.
playthrough. Yeah,
I've heard that's awesome. I've heard that's really awesome.
should be fun.
If you haven't seen, I put up a tweet of Sam playing Last of Us 1 in comparison to Negorix. It is one of the funniest
so
things.
good.
And
So good.
he like, if you're watching The Last of Us, go and watch his playthrough. It's the most entertaining because it's everyone kind of has the normal same reactions, but Sam's reactions are always the opposite to what I expect. It's so good. It's so
fuck,
good.
dude.
It's very
The mountain one is so embarrassing.
I love that one.
Oh my god, I love it. Bree, Basil.
What's up? I'm Bree Bun, twitch.tv/Bree Bun. Yeah, I love this group. You guys, I don't know. I've been in maybe like a handful of other D&D campaigns, but the chemistry we have here is really magical. And I think we have a really special group dynamic and really good DM. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you guys. And yeah, that's all I really have to say.
What are you playing?
I'm probably gonna replay The Last of Us 2 eventually.
You
yeah,
had
maybe tomorrow.
Bree had all of I always forget his name, Neil Druckmann, the guy
I
who
had Neil Druckmann,
Druckmann,
and
that's it. I
two
couldn't
of the
Druckmann.
other lead narrative designers, as well as whoever else. I don't know who else. Watching me finish the game.
that was awesome.
That's really, really cool.
No spoilerinos. I'm playing through it.
Yeah,
no,
don't
no,
worry,
no,
no
no
spoilers in the
spoilers at
chat
all.
whatsoever.
No,
Definitely not, because
Definitely not.
it is sensational experience.
Mhm.
Mr. Shane.
Hi, friends. I'm Shane, but my shout out is for Mr. Joe Fudge here. Honestly, one of the best DMs I've had the pleasure of knowing so far.
Hell
I've only been a
yeah.
part of 3 campaigns so far. The first one, I was actually with Joe. It was my first one. I didn't know what I was doing, but so far this one, I have felt so immersed as a character and just as a player. You've done a fantastic job, honestly.
Very kind. You've done equal parts good, my man. You've made me laugh consistently throughout this whole thing.
He jumped in the fucking river and he can't swim. dude.
Yeah, it's-
Baller.
It's consistently
Dick,
making me
guys,
You're in
laugh.
danger.
Out of character. Did you forget that you can't swim when you
No,
did
I
it?
completely knew. That's why I spent like
He
10
relied on
seconds
his
beforehand
friends.
contemplating.
Yeah.
Oh my
Agonizing.
God, that's funny.
That's trust in his friends, Nate. It's just true trust.
Holy fuck, yeah.
You
Sophia
guys could have
promised
just
to
left
make
him.
sure he wouldn't drown, right? And she was right there.
Yeah,
Everyone just high fives and gets out and assumes
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to swim. And like, not only can he not swim, he's in like heavy armor. He would have just been
that's
at the bottom
scary.
going for 5 minutes.
It's like that meme where the guy's drowning and his hand is up and you just high five it. And
Yeah. Oh,
OLG.
Timmy. Hello, it's me. You cannot find me on Twitch. You can, but I am not streaming. So if you go there, there will be nothing. But you can find me on Twitter at oldlady_gamer. I also would like to shout out Joe and everybody else because I don't know how many people know it, but this campaign has been 2 years in the making. We started talking about it 2 years ago, and then a year ago is when we had the first contact
Tutorial
right in
episodes.
Discord. Huh?
The tutorial episodes, yeah.
Yeah, we had the tutorial is when we started it with Bree and Jari and me and a couple. Their schedules didn't work out, so they couldn't make it. But it's been a long time, so I don't know. I'm super jazzed, and I think it's pretty good. So
definitely.
Honestly, you guys are like the easiest to DM to, so don't worry. I saw people saying that in the chat last week as well. I saw people saying like it would be the easiest thing to DM to this group, and it is. It really is. It's you all flow so well, so it's great. For me personally, I have no idea what I'm going to be playing this week. Unfortunately, all the demos being deleted off of Steam tomorrow. I was just going through a shit ton of demos recently. I know at least on Tuesday I'll be doing my reading of homebrews stream and discussing different ones that we see in the community there. Other than that, I have no idea. I want to just say thank you to my cast and everyone here, my buds. Everyone here is awesome to play with. And also a thank you to the guys and folks over at Dungeon Fog for sponsoring us for the month. That's very sweet of you guys. And I hope you guys go and check them out. We will be back probably next week. If everyone's clear, just let me guys know.
Yep.
And yeah, we will be pushing on to episode 5 with the group finally returning to town to get paid a shit ton of money. And find out what goes on further from there. Thank you guys for playing with me as always. Thank you everyone who came out to watch today. I really appreciate it.